Hey, this is Rush. In today's lesson, we are going to set up our first online store. There's a lot of different platforms to create e-commerce stores, but we recommend you go for a Shopify store since it's the most user-friendly e-commerce platform for beginners, as well as it will scale to millions of customers. So there's no issues. Some of the biggest stores doing millions of dollars of business use the Shopify platform. So it's not just a beginner platform. It will scale to millions of dollars. Now, this is a hands-on lesson, so I recommend you follow along with me as I create the store. That way, not only will you learn by doing, but as well, you'll have a store ready to go for the next lessons. So if you haven't created a store yet, you can click the link underneath this video to start a 14-day trial. You don't have to enter your credit card or anything. It will allow you to create a store, configure it, and get it all ready before you have to commit to anything. So let's get started. Click on this link right here. So my email address at gmail.com. Enter your password. And here's where you name your store. So you enter the name of your store. So for our test, we're just going to go with STT testing store. Okay, and you click create your store. Okay, it's setting up the store. It takes a couple of seconds. It's pretty quick. All right. So you're going to have to ask a few quick questions, whatever. Let's see, playing around. No, don't need any of this stuff. We can just say, whatever amount of business you expect to make. Okay, and just click next. Now, fill in all your information right here, your first name, your last name, all that kind of stuff. Once you fill it in, just click Enter My Store to get started. All right, so we are in our store right now. This is Shopify's administration section. And let's just quickly go through these links here at the left, just to kind of orient you with the platform, and then we're going to start building the store. So on the left here, you have your orders. This is where you're going to see the orders come in. Products, this is going to be all the list of products that we're going to be adding shortly. Customers, this will be the information for your customers. Some of these things are a little bit more, stats based. Marketing, and here is the online store. So the online store over here is where you're going to actually pick your theme as well as configure the actual front end of your store. So basically the way your store is going to look to everybody that comes in and visits your store. So let us start working on customizing the store. Now, the first thing that I would suggest is picking a theme for your store. Now, you can go for paid themes. I wouldn't go for paid themes at this stage. I would suggest setting up your store, getting it working, functional, start making sales, and then once you start making some sales, if you want to go for some of these more optimized themes, you can. But my suggestion right now is to start with a free template. They offer a bunch of free templates. Start with a free template, set up your store, and go from there. So you can start with this debut template. I usually like to start with, let's see here, visit the theme store. Let's click on the theme store here so we can pick a different template. Okay, go all themes here. Click on free. This gives you all the freely available themes. And I usually like to start with a Brooklyn theme. You can pick any of these themes. I like to start with this theme because it has some features that I like. But you can start with really any theme here. And you can say add theme. And it will automatically set up this theme on your store. Then you can set up a bunch of themes. You can experiment with different themes. But let's start with this original theme here. And you can see it here. Set up. Okay, so it says here you've successfully added Brooklyn theme. When we go back, we click customize theme, and now we're going to start setting up the front end of the Shopify store. Okay, the first thing that we should probably do is just change this static here banner. So let's add something to it that is going to be the first thing that people see when they come to the store. So let's add a new slide here. So let's select an image. So what I suggest for images is to go to a royalty-free place where you can find images, and you can go to something like pexels.com, and let's look for something. Let's look for e-commerce. Let's look for something like shopping, and let's just pick a picture here. Let's pick this picture, for example, free download. And what we'll do is, let's go back to our store, select image, upload an image, upload this image here. And see now, right away, it changes the front of our store to this image here. Select that. Okay, so now we have a nice image for our store. Let's change the text here, this introductory. So let's say the subheading, the heading is going to be, actually, this is a good time to discuss whether we are going to set up a general store or a niche store. So a lot of people ask this question, should we start a niche store to start, or should I start with a general store? I always recommend a general store because it allows you to test a lot of different products and really hone in on exactly the kind of products that are going to work for you. Some people try to sell camping products and they just can't get into it, or try to sell fashion products, they just can't get into it, and then they finally try a pet product and that becomes their winner. Then they can decide, you know what, I'm really good at selling pet products, let me then create a niche store based on that one product, and then start complementing it with other pet products, for example. So let's start a general store, get that really working really well, and then in the future you can then move on to a niche store and start focusing on that. So let us go with something like for the header, fantastic deals daily, and then subheading is going to see everything you need in your life. Okay, so now we've quickly changed the heading, the subheading, and then we can just go here and click save. Okay, let's go and configure some of the other options here. So the header here is where you would set up your logo. You will be able to upload your logo, which we are going to show you how to get a really good logo for a very, very cheap price a bit later in the video or in a subsequent video. And down here, you can look at your collection list here. So we're going to be able to, once we start creating collections, which are basically a collection of product or categories, really, you're going to be able to kind of specify which collections you want to go in these boxes. So on your main page, it's going to look like there's a little bit of a variety. But again, I don't recommend adding a lot of products to the store. We're not going to add a lot of products. We are going to add just enough products so that when customers come in, they feel comfortable that this is not just a one product store, and they feel comfortable that you have enough of a collection of products that it looks authentic, that the store looks authentic. And another really good reason for adding just a few products is that when people come to the store, they will buy your main product that you're going to be promoting, but then they're going to be able to see some other products that they might actually add to the shopping cart and buy from you. So it's good to have a few extra products in your store to start. Okay, let's go here and let's go back here. So now that we've set up kind of like general, a few items in the store, let's set up some important pages that are going to be needed for you to launch your store. Okay, let's go to pages right here. Okay, let's add some of these pages that are going to be needed for your customers to feel comfortable about your business. So minimum pages like contact us, shipping information, as well as privacy policy. So let's add a page. Okay, so let's create an about us page here, and let us add. I suggest you fill in this page with enough information to give your customers a little bit of an idea about what you're selling, or enough information about your business. So let's just fill it in with something really simple. We created this store to allow you to see everything. Actually, allow you to buy everything thing that is trending at the moment. Buy with confidence, fast shipping. Okay, so not the best, but you have to fill in with something that makes more sense for your business. Okay, let's continue here. Click save on that. Okay, so now we've created our first page. If we could look on pages here, you're going to be able to see it show up here. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes how to add all these pages to the menus at the top and at the bottom of the store so that your customers can access them. So let's add another page here. This is going to be the Contact Us page. And I believe there is a template for this page right here. So these are preset, pre-made templates that Shopify gives you that allows you to receive emails. Click on save that one. Okay. Now you can say something like contact us using this form with any questions or concerns. Okay, click save. Okay, let's add a few more pages here. Let's add another page for shipping. This is a very important page. Customers, when they buy online, the most important part, besides obviously figuring out what product they want, is they need to know when are they going to arrive it. And they need to feel comfortable that when they give you their money, that they're going to receive their item. And the way to do that, the way to make them feel comfortable, is to be pretty straightforward with them about how they're going to, receive their item in terms of the shipping time, as well as allow them to track their item as soon as it ships, so they can kind of see it travel around the world to their home. So it's very important to have the shipping page here, as well as another page we're going to create, which is the tracking page. So this shipping page is you're going to basically write down as much information as needed. For example, you should write down, how long will my item take, and then you write down, usually it takes anywhere from, and whatever. And this is going to be specific to your store, whether you're going to be doing shipping from like an AliExpress through an e-packet, which might take 2 to 3 weeks, or depending where you are in the world, the e-packet times might be shorter. Or if you are doing obviously from a fulfillment house where it's local and you're shipping to a lot of people in the US, for example, and you have a local fulfillment house, that can be 2 to 3 days or whatever the case may be. So I would write as much information here to make the customers feel comfortable that they know everything they need to know about your shipping method. So let's save that page. Let's create one more page here. Let's go to pages. Let's add one more page here. And this is going to be track my order. Another very important page. So this is, there's some apps that you can get that allow you to put an actual order tracking on your Shopify store. You can find those in the Shopify App Store, or you can have a simple page here. Say, go here to track your order. So here I would provide the link to a tracking service. There's a million tracking services. For example, you can use trackingmore.com, and you can create a link for it. I mean, it doesn't have to be that rudimentary here. Let's create a link. Click on this button right here. Click there and say link title, tracking link. Okay, so now when people click on this link, they go to this website right here, and they'll be able to enter their tracking number, and they'll be able to see they track their shipment as it comes to their home. Okay, let's go back here. So that's our track my order page. And let us add 2 more important pages that you're going to need to launch your store. Let's add privacy policy here. Privacy policy. And the way you're going to fill all these is, I'm going to show you in 2 seconds here. Let's create this page here quickly. And let's create one more page here. and terms of service. Save. So these are legal pages that you need to include, and Shopify actually makes it really easy for you to get these pages. So click refund policy. Actually, we can actually add a refund policy as well. Create from template here. So it creates it for you. Create from template. And what I would do is I would just literally copy these. We'll copy this one. Go back to our pages. And I believe it was the privacy policy that I copied here. Privacy policy. If it's not, then yeah, privacy policy. Save that one. Go back to settings, legal, privacy policy, terms of service. Let's copy that one, terms of service. And while we added one, we just create this as well, the refund policy. And save that. Grab this here. Save. Go back to your pages here. So now we have our terms of service, paste that in here. So now you have what I believe is the minimum amount of pages that you're going to need to kind of launch your store and have it. You can add an additional page of a refund policy. You can see that, but it added the exact same way. You create a page, add your refund policy in there, whatever your refund policy is, whether it's give you your money back if you're not happy, or whether it's within a certain amount of days. I'll give you your money back if it's within a certain amount of days, or if you want them to ship the product back to you, any of that kind of stuff. You can just add your return policy there, but it's basically the same concepts. So now we have our pages. We have our set of pages that we're gonna be able to launch the website with, and now I'm gonna show you how to add them to the menus at the top and the bottom of the site. So now let's add all these links here, all these pages into our navigation so people can see them. But before we do that, we need to we need to see kind of what we're doing. So let's look at this. Let's actually publish the current website as it is, and by publish means it becomes live. But since we really haven't opened the website yet, Shopify still has it kind of locked up, so nobody can see it except us. While we are setting it up. So let's go back to our store here, online store. Let's click on Brooklyn right here. Let's click on publish. See, it says your password page is enabled. It can be disabled after publishing. Okay, let's publish. Okay, so now all the changes that we've done so far have become live for us. It hasn't become live for everybody else yet because it's still kind of password protected while we're setting up our store. But since we are at the admins of the store, we can obviously see it. And you can see here what it's going to look like. So now we can click on this little I button right here. It's going to open it up for us. And now we're going to start to see how the website is looking. Right now, we have our name of our store, as well as a very basic menu, the home and the catalog. Now we're going to add the pages that we just created into this menu bar here at the top and the bottom. So let's go to navigation, go to main menu here. Now these are, as you can see here, these are the two pages that we have up here. So let's add some additional pages, the ones that we've created. So let's click on add menu item, and here you can click on this one. It will tell you, or it will show you all the pages that we have. So you click on this link right here. It says pages. Now you can see about us, contact us. So let's click on about us. Okay, click on add, save menu here. And let's go back to our page here, refresh the page. So you can just refresh the page here. And right away, you can start to see our menu being loaded up here. You can see catalog, about us. So we can go ahead and then just kind of do that for the rest of the items here. You can go here, click on that, click on pages, and we did a privacy policy. Let's add a menu item. Go here, pages. We did track my order. And you can go ahead and add all those pages. Now, what you can do is, as well, is we can, instead of adding some of these, not as important pages to the top menu, what we can do is actually, let's delete them. Let's remove these pages. This is only deleting the menu item. It's not actually deleting the page that we did. Let's keep track my order there. And then let's just go back to navigation here. Let's click that. Let's go back to navigation. And let's click on actually the footer menu here. Let's add those to the footer menu. So the menu at the bottom of the page right here, so where it says search right there. So let's add those to the bottom. So kind of, mix it up a little bit here. Click that, pages, and terms of service, add, and then let's add another one, and let's add the privacy policy. Privacy policy, add it. Okay, save, and I don't believe I saved the previous page right there. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Let's remove the privacy policy from there. Remove, save menu. Okay, let's look at our store so far. Okay, so we have our home, catalog, about us, track my order, as well as the terms of service at the bottom here. And the privacy policy is hiding underneath this little banner. Okay, so now if we click on these pages, right there, it shows us the about us. We created the store to buy everything that's trending at the moment, buy with confidence, fast shipping, as well as my track my order, which allows people to track their order, and the other pages that we created. Okay, let's look at what our store looks like so far. So we got the main page happening. We're going to add these collections in just a little bit once we start adding some products. We got our newsletter at the bottom here. We got some links for important pages. We got our main pages here at the top. And let's move on now to setting up the shipping for the products that we're going to be sending out. So the shipping is set up in the settings area here of Shopify. So let's click on settings, go to shipping. Let's set up a domestic shipping zone right here. Let's go edit. And it's going to give you options here of how to set up the shipping. I suggest you go with a weight-based shipping. So let's set up one here and see how it goes. So let's give it a name, something that is going to inspire confidence. So insured shipping and handling. Okay. Minimum order weight. So let's go 0 to 0 is free shipping. So at least we can always offer free shipping on certain items. So we'll go done for that. And let's add another rate here. Same thing. Let's see if we still have that here. Insured shipping and handling. So 0 to 0.24. We're going to charge them $2.95, for example, for the shipping. So now anytime we put the actual weight of an item to anything between this range, so we can say 0.10 pounds, then it will charge $2.95. Automatically, Shopify will charge an additional $2.95 for shipping. So that way we can control how much each item we would like to add shipping to based on these weights. So let's do another one. It'll become clearer as we go. So right now, anything from 0 to 0.24 pounds is $2.95. Let's add another rate. Same thing here. So anything from 0.25, so the next level over here, to 2.49, we're going to do $4.95. Let's add another one here. So we're at 0.50 to 0.99. That is going to be, let's add that here before it complains. That's going to be $9.95, for example. Okay, as you can see, we just kind of build up these ranges so we can then charge different shipping based on this range. So now let's say we wanted to, for a particular item, let's say we're selling a dog toy or something. And for that dog toy, we're going to charge them $14.95 for the item, but we want to add another $4.95 for shipping. What we'll do is and I will show you how to do this in a bit, inside the actual item description within the Shopify admin page, we are going to then put the item at, for example, 0.25 pounds. And as soon as we attach that weight to that item, it's going to charge them $4.95. For a different item, for example, let's say we wanted to sell the item for, $5, but we really wanted to charge higher shipping. Then we can then set the item weight to 0.5 pounds or 0.6 pounds or whatever within this range, and then it will automatically charge $9.95. So this is a good way to charge different shipping based on different items that we're going to have in our store. So let's save that. Okay, so now we have these. Let's go back to shipping here. And now you can see here all the shipping rates for domestic. And now you can set up something similar for the rest of the world if you want to charge different shipping for the rest of the world based on your sourcing and where you're getting your shipping from. But this is a great way now that we have some shipping defined for this, and we can then proceed with the next section. So now we have our store set up where we're able to see the front page. We have our catalog, we have all our links, we've set up our shipping, we've set up the infrastructure for this entire store, and now we're ready to start adding some additional details that are going to be important while we go to the next phase of building up the store. We're going to discuss those in the next video. They're going to include things like getting a logo made, setting up Facebook tracking, which is going to be very important when we get to the running ads against the store. We're going to set those up in the next section, as well as some other details required to really get this business off the ground.